Welcome to session 5 of this course on grieving the loss of a pet. In the last session, we talked about the stage of anger and bargaining. In this session, we'll discuss the reconstruction and healing stage. You will need pen and paper, so pause if you don't already have it and come back when you're ready. The stage of reconstruction and healing can be perceived and interpreted in different ways. I view this stage as the process of letting go physically and spiritually. In this session, I'm going to move into more of a spiritual perspective. Now, I understand we all have very different beliefs on this, and I don't expect everyone to believe the same things that I do. I will just be sharing the spiritual teachings that I've learned, but it is certainly up to you to choose what to believe and if they make sense to you. The teachings I'll be discussing, I chose because they specifically helped me understand the need to let go. The teachings helped me understand why I needed to and how it would help me heal and help my baby cross over. It's really the only way I was able to let go. I had to make logical sense of it. So even if you don't accept it as a spiritual belief, I think it can still be helpful to understand it as a theory or a concept from a psychological perspective. Most of us know that letting go is not only healthy, it's necessary. But the mere thought of letting go of our baby can cause an immense amount of pain and internal conflict. We know what we need to do, but sometimes we just can't bear to do it. And up until now, the only thing that keeps most of us moving forward in the healing process is the belief that they are still here with us spiritually. So then why must we let them go? I found several answers to this question. When I have difficulty doing something for myself, I try to do it for the people I love. With that in mind, the first answer I came up with, once our babies pass, they can stay around for a bit before fully crossing over. Because of our intense bond, if we're in too much pain, then they may not cross over at all. They may want to stay with us to make sure that we're okay. After all, that's what they did in life. Why wouldn't they do it in death? They are not okay if we're not okay. When they die, the first thing we usually tell ourselves is that they've crossed the rainbow bridge and are now in heaven, free from pain and at peace. But what if that wasn't true at all? What if they couldn't cross that rainbow bridge because they were too worried about us? What if they decided to stay back to be with us? The thought of this pained me even more than the thought of letting them go. They live their whole life dedicated to us without selfishness. Unless, of course, when they want what we're eating or when they want to hog the bed. But how then could I be so selfish by holding them back from their eternal peace? So if you can't bring yourself to let them go on your own, do it for them, so their soul can be at peace. That's the least we can do for them. I shifted back and forth on this concept for a few months. I wore a necklace that said, "Let go," so it was a consistent reminder. Some days I felt strong and confident that I could do it, and other days the pain was so overwhelming that I just couldn't. This can often trigger the anger stage, anger for even having to let them go. On those unbearable days, I reminded myself of what my baby taught me and the love we shared. I reminded myself that to honor them, I needed to live the life they taught me to live and let their love live on within me. I wanted my baby to know that I was better for having them in my life. But I had to not only say it, I had to live that truth. This is the point in the process when I knew I had to put everything of theirs away. The ashes, paw print, pictures. Everything went into a box in my closet, at least until I felt stronger. As hard as this is, it can be a turning point in the healing process. It can help empower us. It's often just the kick in the butt we need to push forward. This is the stage when we slowly start to get back to our regular daily activities in life. However, there will be some somberness about it. After all, life as we knew it has forever changed. Go ahead and grab the pen and paper and let's move right into the therapy homework. I want you to write a letter from your pet to you. Channel your baby, their personality, their intentions, the love they have for you, and think about what they would tell you about how you're feeling and if they want you to let go or not. I would love for you to share your thoughts on this in the course classroom. This is the end of session 5.